Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today, we're recapping Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan. In the mid-21st century, Earth is on the brink of environmental collapse. Dust storms ravage the land, and the global food supply is dwindling due to widespread crop blights. The once flourishing technological society has regressed into one focused on agriculture and survival. The world has turned its back on space exploration, dismissing the Apollo missions as propaganda and refocusing human effort on sustaining life on a dying planet. Joseph Cooper, played by Matthew McConaughey, a former NASA pilot turned farmer, lives with his daughter Murph, son Tom, and father-in-law Donald, played by John Lithgow, on a farm in the American Midwest. Cooper, still a man of science and curiosity, is frustrated with the world's denial of science and space exploration. Murph, his precocious 10-year-old daughter, shares his inquisitiveness and believes a ghost is communicating with her in her bedroom through falling books and unusual patterns in the dust. During one of the recurring dust storms, Cooper and Murph notice that the dust settles in a binary pattern on the floor, coordinates encoded via gravitational anomalies. Following the coordinates, they discover a secret underground NASA facility led by Professor John Brand, played by Michael Caine, a former colleague of Cooper's from his NASA days. Brand reveals that decades ago, an unknown intelligence placed a wormhole near Saturn, opening a path to a distant galaxy. 12 astronauts were sent through it on one-way missions to explore potentially habitable planets orbiting the supermassive black hole Gargantua in a project called the Lazarus missions. 3 of the 12 planets, Miller, Edmonds, and Mann, have shown promising results. Brand proposes a two-pronged plan to save humanity. Plan A: solve the gravity equation to allow for the launch of massive space stations, evacuating Earth's population. Plan B: if Plan A fails, seed life on a new world using 5,000 frozen embryos carried aboard the spacecraft Endurance. Brand recruits Cooper to pilot the Endurance. Torn between duty and family, Cooper promises Murph he will return, giving her his wristwatch so they can compare the passage of time. Murph, feeling abandoned, is devastated and refuses to say goodbye. The Endurance crew includes Cooper, Amelia Brand, played by Anne Hathaway, Romilly, played by David Gyasi, Doyle, played by Wes Bentley, and 2 AI robots, Tars and Case. After a 2-year journey, they reach Saturn and travel through the wormhole, a dazzling experience that subtly warps time and space. Their first stop is Miller's planet, located deep within Gargantua's gravitational field. They know that time dilation will be extreme. An hour on the surface equals 7 Earth years. The planet is covered in shallow water, and Miller's wrecked ship is the only trace left. Suddenly, a massive tidal wave strikes, killing Doyle and delaying their departure. When they return to orbit, 23 years have passed for Romilly and on Earth. Back home, Murph, played by Jessica Chastain, has grown into a brilliant scientist working under Professor Brand at NASA. She becomes disillusioned when she realizes Brand is hiding something. On his deathbed, Brand confesses that the gravity equation was never solvable without data from inside a black hole, a place from which no signal can escape. Plan A was a lie. The real plan was always Plan B. Meanwhile, with time and fuel running out, the crew must choose between visiting Edmonds or Mann's planet. Though Brand argues for Edmonds, whom she loves, Cooper chooses Mann's, believing its ongoing signal means success. On arrival, they awaken Dr. Mann, played by Matt Damon, who claims the planet is viable. But it's a deception. Mann faked data to ensure rescue, unable to face death alone. Mann attempts to kill Cooper and escape in a lander. His sabotage results in Romilly's death and damages the Endurance when Mann tries an unskilled docking maneuver and is killed in an explosion. Cooper and Brand perform a daring manual docking to save the ship. Running out of options, Cooper and Brand decide to slingshot around Gargantua to reach Edmonds' planet. The maneuver sacrifices decades due to gravitational time dilation. To complete the maneuver, Cooper and TARS detach and plunge into Gargantua to reduce the Endurance's mass, ensuring Brand's survival. Inside the black hole, Cooper is not crushed. Instead, he falls into a tesseract, a five-dimensional space constructed by the mysterious beings who placed the wormhole, possibly future humans. Within this space, time is a physical dimension. Cooper navigates infinite iterations of Murph's childhood bedroom and realizes he is the ghost Murph believed in. Using Morse code through the watch he left behind, Cooper transmits quantum data collected by TARS inside the black hole. This data is the missing piece Murph needs to solve the gravity equation and make Plan A viable. Murph deciphers the message and publishes the solution. Earth is saved. The tesseract collapses. Cooper awakens aboard Cooper Station, an orbital habitat named in Murph's honor floating near Saturn. Now an old woman, Murph is a hero of humanity. In their final meeting, she tells her father to let her go. She has family around her and encourages him to find Brand. The film ends with Cooper and TARS stealing a spacecraft to reunite with Amelia Brand, who has begun establishing a colony on Edmund's planet, now confirmed to be habitable. Alone with Case and surrounded by the first signs of life, she begins a new chapter for humanity. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.